one on the kill list for Iran. Say they have the Israelis have warned Donald Trump, the Iranian plot to assassinate Donald Trump. Whoa, what's going on out here, family? What's going on out here? Man, does Iran fathom if they assassinate Donald Trump, that the United States more than likely gonna drop an atomic bomb on them, a nuclear bomb, probably more than one. They probably take it straight to Tehran if that happened. I don't think people understand or fathom, the state or where the world is right now. Everything is shaky. Everything is shaky. You feel what I'm saying? But I could tell you this. The United States is not going to allow an assassination of one of their presidents. It just, not without nuclear retaliation. Iran would not be able to recover from that. They would not be able to recover from that. Real talk. Because they're going to go heavy on their ass, for real. They just dropping conventional bombs on their ass right now. If they was to attack and assassinate a United States, and I'm just saying it for what it is. You could say, I'm just being real, okay? You can figure it out however you want to figure it out. It ain't about taking sides or shit. It is what it is, okay? And you can figure it out which way you need to figure it out. They done already dropped the motherfucking bomb on Japan, okay? They already did that. So you're talking about over 60-something years ago, 70 years ago, they dropped atomic bombs. Man, them goddamn bombs they dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki is like firecrackers compared to what they got today. You feel what I'm saying? That shit like firecrackers. They got bombs, damn near 50 times stronger than that. 50 times stronger than that. So imagine the devastation. They got one bomb that'll clear out Tehran. One, not two, one. And the type of devastation, the world don't want to see that. The world don't want to see that. Real talk. But I guess them, what they call the mad moolah, they don't care. Yeah, they don't care. The mad moolah do not care. And they willing to sacrifice the whole of their nation, all of their people, all of their people, to try to assassinate a goddamn United States president. A lot of people, they don't want me to speak the truth, neither. I have to tell you what it is. That don't mean you side with a motherfucker. You got to know the enemy. Know the enemy, know yourself. And because we know the enemy, we is able to say, you know what? Be ready for that, Iran. Be ready for that. If you was to attempt, even an attempt on the life of a United States president will be so brutal a retaliation. You know what I'm saying? That, I don't want to see it. I don't want to live in a world where they would drop a nuclear bomb. I don't want to see that. You know what? When I was growing up, I was already into politics, government, military. I've been studying the military even when I was young. You know what I'm saying? And I had, I'm talking about in elementary school, that through junior high into high school, social studies, history, geography has always been my strong points. And I remember when I was young, Russia and the United States was in the Cold War. And man, they had damn near the whole world petrified that it could be a nuclear war any day. You feel what I'm saying? Any day. And I remember, I used to stay, where I stayed at was right by the airport, Detroit City Airport, right? And when you stay by the airport, I mean, it be shit landing all night. But because the planes would be so close I'm talking about 2, 3 in the morning, you could get some shit flying. Cause City Airport, it's got a lot of private planes and shit that fly in and shit. But at night, it'll wake you up out your sleep. You'll hear some loud ass plane like flying over the house and shit. I used to think it was a nuclear war. I did. I said, God damn, wake up. That's how scared motherfuckers was back then. Thinking it was gonna be a war. And so I used to wake up like, damn, scared. Like, is these motherfuckers about to drop a bomb on us and shit? So since I was young, but I didn't, since then, it seemed like the world was getting a little better. That it wasn't really no threat, it wasn't really no threat, but where we at today is something totally different. Where we at today is probably, you got the Israelis, they gunslingers, they ready to come up out they holsters at any given time and let them go. You see what I'm saying? You got the United States, you got China. I think China, even though they got weaponry, I think they're a little more reserved because they got some form of culture where they ain't ready to blow their shit up. They really want to live. A lot of people really want to live. They don't want to start something that could destroy the planet, But I tell you what, if them Iranians attempt to assassinate Donald Trump, that's gonna be their ass. I can guarantee you, that's gonna be their ass, or it's gonna be the downfall of America. Either or. You understand what I'm saying? Because when a motherfucker try to bring it to you, you ain't got no choice, even in the streets. If a motherfucker try to bring it to you on that level, and you know who it is, you ain't got no other choice but to take it to their ass, period. If a motherfucker trying to take you off the planet, attempt to take you off the planet, and you don't ride on their ass, you might as well go on and lay in the casket. You might as well take your ass and lay right on in the casket. I don't pay attention to people that live in comments. Be a real man. Grow up. Come out the comments, nigga. Be a man. I don't go in other men comment crying. You see what I'm saying? Grow up. You feel what I'm saying? Grow up. You a comment nigga. You see? Anyway, what I can guarantee you is that if they make that attempt, they're gonna lose 1 or 2 cities. And they're gonna lose, probably the main city, Tehran. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna lose the main city, Tehran. So anybody that, take your ass on to Tehran. Go on over there. You know what I'm saying? Since, we got a lot of intelligent motherfuckers on the planet. Take your ass on over there. Go over there right now. And if you believe that they win it, go on over there and get your Airbnb, sit on down, and enjoy the fireworks, nigga. Get you some hot dogs, get you some hot dogs and shit, and this, and have a barbecue. You ain't even got to bring the fire, cause they're gonna have the fire for you. You understand what I'm saying? All you have to do is take it and nigga light your coals up with that fire that's gonna be all around your ass. You see what I'm saying? Real talk. You know, it's you have when you have to study the enemy. That don't mean you can't beat him, but you have to strategize around his strengths and your weaknesses. And if you feel taking on a motherfucker that can drop a goddamn nuclear bomb on your ass, if you feel that and in all of your philosophy and ideology, if you believe that you could go right on ahead, go on over there and join your brother in Iran. Since y'all feel that go on over there with your brother. Go on over there with the mad mullah over there in Iran. Pack up, nigga. Get your backpack. You see, go on and take your trip over there to Iran. That's all you got to do. You see, and all what's his name down there? Asset. I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, nigga. You might be both. I don't know which one are you. Are you a Sa or are you a Set? But we'll figure it out. I ain't got to figure out nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, figure that one out. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, this is grown man ideology over here. We're not little boys that cry in grown men's comments. You feel me? Chat. Yeah. In my chat. Don't do that. Grow up. Be a man, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I see y'all soon. Get over there to my Patreon and get some of that Too Raw for YouTube. It's off the chain. I can guarantee you that. Generalseti One Stop Etsy. Get over there. Get you some classic material. HD DVDs. No one does it better. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, hold up. There you go. No one does it better. I see y'all in a minute. Black Pop.